Hello my friends, so it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar. Welcome to my channel. We're doing something a little bit differently today. We're going to be doing a pick a stone. So we have 4 different stones here, and one of these piles that you choose is going to tell you what fated connection is ahead of you, what kind of connection it is, what it's going to bring, anything that kind of comes through here. That's what we're going to be looking for. So who's your next fated connection? Choose a stone. The timestamps will be down below in the description box as well as the comment section. I want to thank you all for your likes, for your subscribing, for donations, for the gifts you guys give me. Thank you all for being so kind and sweet, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that this reading finds you blessed. Let's get started. So group number 1 here, you've chosen this quartz, and we have, oh gosh, what is it? Aventurine, I think. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Aventurine. I bought that at a gem store. So let's find out what is the deal. Who is your next fated connection with? So I'm going to cleanse like I do my personal readings, essentially. I do the same kind of deal. Okay, so spirit guides, angels, and ancestors guide me in this reading for group number 1. Their next fated connection. Who is it? Let's get our tarot deck out, though. Star Tarot. I'm really digging it. Oh, look at what I just knocked over. Trauma, healing, and deep dive, as well as integrate. Ooh, okay. So maybe this is something that's fated to fall out there. Trauma, healing, and deep dive, and integrating. So integrating your healing. This might be one in which you are able to find integration, perhaps, where you haven't. Actually, so maybe you've had a hard time integrating with other people or other connections. This might be a connection that helps you get there. What is the purpose here for this connection? What's going to be the purpose or the theme of the connection? Any details there? Ooh, we got South Node and Mars. Interesting. Well, maybe some of you have South Node Mars in your chart, but this could be about held back force, holding back. This might be somebody who is going to help you move forward from things that hold you back, or vice versa, by the way. Remember, this is general, so it could be vice versa, that you're impacting this person to integrate more of their force in this lifetime. It might be that this person has very held back energy, or you have, maybe perhaps sometimes you're not integrating. See, maybe for some of you or this person, there will be a lack of integration of the North Node. I feel, to me, that the North and the South Node are equally important in terms of balancing them. I don't feel like we need to forget the South Node necessarily and just go for the North Node. I feel like any opposition requires balance. Having one or over the other isn't really what we're looking for in an opposition anyway. In any chart, it's about integration, about balance. They're seeing each other, they need to meet each other halfway, right? And so I feel like in a way this connection is going to be one in which there is some sort of, I guess, integration, you could say, in terms of the nodes. So for some of you, especially if you felt very stuck in this South Node, like say you have the South Node in the 8th house, the North Node in the 2nd house, it could be about feeling like you rely always on other people for money, as an example, instead of becoming your own. Or same like on the first, like maybe South Node in this 1st house, it might be that you're always alone, or they're always alone, but they need to integrate into relationship. You know, in this lifetime, they need to learn through relationships or something and form relationships. You know, it's going to be different for each of you, but this is something about the nodes. And this could also be about clearing out past karma. You might actually have some South Node synastry with this person as well, where there's like you're clearing out some past karma. Okay, so group number 1, tell me more about this next fated connection. I will say they feel familiar. Interesting. We have power. The ability to suck it up is not a superpower. Saying no is to own your power. Saying no is own your power. Sorry. Yeah, this is about, that's so interesting. That Mars, it's like the power is kind of stuck or hidden. It feels like this is a connection that's meant to push one of you at least. I don't know. let's see here who it's going to be. But let's see here. Anything about this person, this next fated connection for group number 1. Anything about this fated connection, this person will have the fated connection with. Oh, I want to say this person is steady and optimistic. This is a person with leadership skills. This is somebody who can... I feel like whoever this is, it's like they have either a lot of potential in terms of their success, or they're already very successful and somehow they might help you reach some sort of success. This is somebody very grounded, I feel. But, yeah, I definitely get a grounded feeling. I want to say that they're a positive influence, and they do have a lot of optimism. They perhaps shine very brightly in their circle. As an example, I want to say as well, they might be prized to people around them. I see a lot of circular energy for some reason. I see circles like everywhere. For some reason, it's catching my eye. So I want to say well-rounded. I want to say this person's well-rounded. That's what I want to say. So I'm wondering if this person is meant to inspire power within you in some way, or to help you move forward. What is group number 1's person, this next fated connection, what's their purpose in group number 1's life? What's the purpose there? Support, inspirations. Oh, yeah. This person's going to lift you up in some way. This is somebody who, this could end up being a partner for some of you. I don't want to say for all of you. But no, I don't want to say for all of you it's going to be a partner. But I do feel like this is a person who is very kind-hearted and generous. They're going to show you how to take care of some aspect of your life. I feel like that they're going to provide some sort of security for you in a very loving and empathic way. I feel like they might help you find a lot of emotional balance within yourself, perhaps in some way, or get you in touch with something inside of yourself. This is a supportive person, I want to say. Very supportive, no bad vibes. This isn't like a nasty, like, and see, that's the thing. I think that sometimes I don't like how, and I'll just be honest with you, I just don't like how sometimes people are like, oh, karmic connections, bleh. And then it's like they make it so bad. Like karma's only bad in this lifetime. It's so silly. I feel like this is like a past connection that is meant to inspire. And there may be, I think this person's somehow going to encourage your stability and your sense of self and your, so I don't know, maybe for some of you this person's going to give you like money advice as an example, or work advice, or somehow encourage you in that way. Wherever, it feels like wherever you've been kind of feeling the most stuck in your life, that's where this person's coming in to kind of help you move forward. So that might be different for everyone. Maybe for some it's work or business, and for some it might be love as an example. But this is like just such a kind, supportive energy coming through. So I want to say that's a very beneficial connection for sure. I definitely see it as a beneficial connection that's going to help you move forward in life. And I do feel like it's a reunion of souls, to be honest, as well. So that's what I'm feeling there. Let's see. Any other details here before we sign off for group number 1 about this next fated connection? Any more details? Interesting. This person could awaken things inside of you that you were not aware of, that were issues. So it might be one of those relationships that really starts to get you to think about your actions, about your behaviors, how you're moving forward, how you're not moving forward as well, through certain things. Maybe there are certain things that you kind of have really deep inside of you that you're not even aware of as an issue, as an example. Maybe because you're used to it, or whatever. Oftentimes we don't even understand why we do half the things we do. And it's like some sort of self-awareness. And I think you could equally bring it to this other person as well in their own way. I wouldn't say that you're somehow imperfect and this person's perfect. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I think that for some of you, this is really, especially for those of you where you felt like love's been a dud, or you've just had nothing but shit in this lifetime with love, this is a person I think that's going to break that pattern. And perhaps for some of you, this is like that fated connection where perhaps in the past you were held back from this person or not allowed to be with them. That's specific to some of you, like I said. But for others of you, I think that there's something that they can point out that you haven't been noticing. And it might be in terms of power display. Like maybe you felt like you haven't had enough power in your career or something, or in your work, or maybe you're starting a business. It's like this person will like kind of come in to help you break those chains to something you're not noticing that you're doing wrong, or that's not, it's like that sort of thing. So for some of you, this is platonic and it's like helpful, like it's like a good vibe towards stability. You know, in creating your own. It may be in some, you know, for some of you, this might be vice versa. But I think that for the majority of you, it's going to be like I said. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. This is a person that's going to help you break some sort of chains, karmic chains, or things that have kind of held you back. Like I said, Mars in the South Node sometimes can feel extremely, it's like their actions, Mars, our passion, our force in life is kind of in the, it can be kind of that vibe there for people that have it. I've got the opposite one. I've got Mars with my North Node, but I have friends that have South Node Mars actually, and sometimes it's like they feel like their efforts aren't seen, or it's harder to get them moving forward. So yeah, this is like a person, this connection's coming in to kind of help you find some sort of power within yourself to integrate better. And maybe if you felt like you're not integrating really, that's where they're helping you. So I hope that was interesting and helpful, and I'm super excited. I think this is a good connection, to be honest. And like I said, I don't really pick up on like strong platonic or romantic. I think you can go either way depending on what you're needing at this time in your life. But I'm wishing you the very, very best. Take care. You can get a personal reading, whether it's tarot or astrology, through my Etsy store. It's all in the description. Don't fall for scammers, please. I don't you know, unless you have some official contact with me at my email or my Etsy, I don't do PayPal or anything like that, or I'm not going to be soliciting you for readings and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind as you, especially as you browse YouTube and you see other readers as well, because it's happening to a lot of us where there are scammers trying to imitate us. So just be aware. Lots of love to you, and hope that this reading finds you blessed and happy. Take care. Hello, my friends. So you've chosen the group number 2 here, which is Amethyst. So Amethyst group, who is your next fated connection with? What is it? What kind of connection is this? So group number 2, spirit guides. Let's tune into the energy for group number 2, those that were drawn to this stone and this pile. Who is their next fated connection, and what's the purpose? So give me some info here on the next fated connection. Capricorn, next fated connection, and Neptune. Interesting. So I think this person could be part of the Neptune and Capricorn generation, so that's a clue. For those of you that were born during the Neptune and Capricorn generation, it might be that this person creates some sort of Neptune contacts with you, so you might have some Neptunian synastry. Okay, and this could be about, I definitely see the aspect of growth here, spiritual growth, but let's see. I'm going to keep going. What is the next fated connection for group number 2, Amethyst group? Spiritual. Oh my god, the Hanged Man. Yeah, with this Neptune. Yeah, very spiritual. So this is one that inspires action on a dream, I think. Or it perhaps if you don't know what you're doing at this moment, this person will inspire you to kind of achieve something, is what I feel. This is a connection, a fated connection that inspires action. Okay, so somehow this person's going to inspire you to take some sort of action in your life, and maybe vice versa as well. It could be, like I said, to group number 1, this can go vice versa, perhaps. But yeah, this is like, perhaps this person's a fire sign, or strong fire element in the chart, because we have 2 fire cards coming up here. If Neptune's in Capricorn, it could be like well, let's see. If it's a fire, it would be hitting Aries in a square. Okay, so just saying. let's see here. Tell me more about this next fated connection for group number 2, amethyst group. Decision. I want one more. I feel like you guys need one more here. Okay, surprise. Ooh, interesting. And we have happiness. Okay, we'll take that. So we have decision, surprise, and happiness. So there's, oh, what's interesting about the decision, and there's like a duality here. So this is something about, the one thing about Neptune is that sometimes we're unclear with Neptune. I'm actually was writing up a report, not a report, but like a little thing for my Instagram about Neptune the first. So sometimes Neptune can make someone a little bit, like in the first house as an example, are aspecting personal planets, especially if Mars isn't very strong in the chart. If maybe Mars is weak in Taurus or something, or Libra, or you know, getting some sort of like opposition to Saturn, or if Neptune's not touching Mars and perhaps creating some sort of energy, we can find that the person could be a little bit hard to read, a little bit unclear, sometimes mixed signals or uncertain, as an example. So that, and sometimes they're not direct, they're vague. So they might be not direct with what they want to happen or what they want to say. Like I said, they can be more direct if they have like directness in their chart, like, you know, a direct type of moon as an example, or a more assertive energy, like, you know, Moon Mars conjunction as an example would be more assertive than perhaps, you know, otherwise. But this is like someone who's meant to sort of come to some sort of clear conclusion. It's like inspired action. So this might be a connection that inspires you to take some sort of move. It almost feels like there's some sort of hesitation here. I feel like for some of you this might be career oriented or goal oriented, like something to do with like higher aspirations as well. But decision's interesting. It says here, sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. We have happiness. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. And surprise. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. So that's interesting. I feel, though, that those messages on the back aren't so relevant here. I feel like more so this person is putting you in a direction that will lead you to happiness. And it may be quite different than what you expected. Like, I feel like whatever this person brings to you, it's different than what you're expecting. Like, it's not going to be, I don't think you guys have any freaking idea this person's impact yet. Like, so it's almost like it's going to be hard to say what it's even in, because it's like they're going to take you by surprise. And it might be that you meet under surprise circumstances as well with this person. Like, it might be like randomly. Group number 2. We have projection. And a line. So this is interesting. Projection. It says, how have your internal problems and emotions been projected onto something or someone outside of you? In what ways have you been misinterpreting your reality? What is mirrored back at you? That's so weird with happiness. We have this girl that's sad, this one that's happy. Ooh, for some of you, and this is just like, maybe some of you won't want to hear this message, but I feel like for some of you, this person might be a mirror for you to look at yourself and see how you've been holding yourself back. In a way. It's interesting because I told you, like, with that Neptune's very projective. Like, there's even people with like Neptune in the first house, they project an image that's like sort of different than reality. Oftentimes people idolize Neptune in the first, or there's something magnetic quality to them, but oftentimes there can be like kind of a foggy nature to them. It's like people don't really know who they really are. And I often bring that up, like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, like so many celebrities have it. Or in influencers or people that kind of have this image. And a lot of people don't even know who the hell they really are. They have this sort of projection on them. And it's almost like somebody who really sees you. Something maybe you don't even see in your freaking self is what I get. Like, I feel like this somehow person is going to like break through some sort of projection. It's like you're going to see yourself and feel so much more aligned. In some way. So maybe it's a person who comes in and says, hey, I love what you're doing. You're amazing. And you're like, man, I was feeling uncertain about this. And it's like they come in to like help you align and know that you're on the right path for some of you. So I don't think I don't know. I don't know if this is like a lasting connection. This might just be like one of those meetings that's just kind of important in some way. Like maybe it's a client or somebody who comes into your workplace, or it could be in any area. Let's see. Is this a lasting connection, this next faded one? Is this a lasting connection? I think it has potential to be if you want it to be. But I feel like it's kind of a choice on what you do with this. I think it could be built to last, though, I want to say. And I see that there's a similar energy here, and it can be built upon. Maybe for some of you, I think it's saying that it won't. And maybe for some of you, it will. So I think it's an unclear answer, which I think it's... Well, it's kind of a loaded question to ask for a whole group of people, right? But, so I think for some of you, it's going to last, and for others of you, not. It could be that in some way it's like they come in and they come out. So, anything else to know about this person? We have the Death card. Anything to know about this person? Oops, we lost 2 cards. Oh, King of Pentacles and Lover. Ooh, interesting. The Death, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Well, this could be a man who's been through an ending. This could be a man who's looking for love. This could be somebody transformative in nature. This might be somebody who's really transformed their own life in some way. Like perhaps they had one kind of life and then they now have another, as an example. So like maybe some sort of extreme changes in terms of wealth or stability especially, or insecurity. Maybe it's like someone who rose to the top in some way from maybe meager circumstances or difficult circumstances. For some of you though, this person could be identified as like having recently lost a relationship or left one, or recently became engaged even, perhaps. Like, so for some of you where it's a platonic thing, it might be that they're actually just recently engaged to somebody, or in a committed relationship, perhaps. But it feels like there would be a next step taken. Maybe they recently got married, engaged, or something like that. It's going to be a little bit different for all of you probably here. But I want to say that this person, there might be a romantic situation here for some of you. This person might have romantic feelings towards you as well. What's the purpose, or what's the connection supposed to be led to? Like where? Number 2, where's this connection leading to? Reciprocity, perhaps. Learning balance. This is a connection that's moving forward. I do feel that one coming through strongly. One that's meant to inspire stability and move you forward in some way. There might be a lot of career advice here or help in some way, especially if you've been feeling stuck, or I feel like some of you might get some really good inspiration or something out of this person, is what I feel. And there is somehow this person's helping you make some sort of big decision, and it's going to take you by surprise. I feel like whatever this decision is, you might not even be aware of it. It might not be even a decision that's on your mind yet. So it's like the type of thing where somebody comes in and somehow you're inspired to move somewhere you never even thought you'd be going, like 6 months earlier. It's like that's the energy I'm picking up here. This fated connection is going to lead you to some big stuff in terms of your growth and your reputation, who you are, how you present yourself to the world as well. I think this person is going to help you see yourself a bit more clearly, and also you're going to get, there's some sort of decision that's coming out of all of this where there's something maybe that you've been waiting for to happen, and maybe you're not even aware of it. Maybe for some of you, it's just like you're not even sure what you're doing. And that's what this person's going to inspire, that thought. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here for you guys that chose group number 2. I hope that this was interesting for you. Like I said, I'm not going to speculate on whether it's romantic or not too much. I think for some of you it could be. but maybe not for all of you. But I think that this is one to look out for, because I think it could really inspire you. And like I said, the stuff that comes out of this connection, it's going to surprise you. It's going to be like, I never saw that coming. Huh? You know what I mean? So even when you meet this person, it might not feel like sparks or anything like that. But, yeah. Anyway, I hope this helps and it was interesting. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you want, engagement always helps the channel grow and get views and stuff like that, and reach people. So I always appreciate interactions like that. But I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. Please don't fall for scammers. You can only get personal readings as of this video on my Etsy. So if you want an astrology reading, you want a tarot reading, you go on my Etsy. Don't please fall for any scammers. And also likewise with other readers, there are a lot of people scamming out there. And so just be cautious, double check and everything before you purchase anything. Okay? Lots of love to you guys. Lots of blessings. Take care and I'll see you next time. So, group number 3 here with this carnelian stone. Let us find out who's your next fated connection with. So, let's begin. Ooh, I got a phone call upstairs. So, the phone's ringing. That's interesting. Choice. I feel like there's a lot of energy coming in. Group 2 had it similarly about choices. So I feel like somehow this next fated connection is going to be inspiring you towards making a choice that inspires your growth or leads to some sort of growth as well. Okay, so the next fated connection, we have truth and finances, money, and yeah, okay, this is a work connection. Or something like that. This is something to do with your work, with your growth, with your financial stability, maybe for some of you business as well. We have truth here. It says, what do you need to recognize right now? What tough love messages do you need to hear right now? And how can you gain clarity and insight? And then we have finances, money, and abundance. Somebody's going to come in with some kind of truth as to like maybe where you've been feeling unclear. Maybe some of you are at a crossroads. You're not really sure which door to unlock going forward. Well, this person would point you in the right direction in some way. This is about your future, and it really does tie. This is not romantic. I don't feel. I mean, it doesn't mean that it couldn't be romantic, because of course we can have business with our partners and stuff like that, or possible partners. But I do see that the main purpose here coming through is about your financial growth or stability in life, your abundance, essentially. In that way, we have the 12th house. So if you've been feeling kind of lost here. This is like lost and found. Yeah. Okay, so the second house ruler in the second. Okay, I want to talk about that. So, the 12th house ruler in the second. So if you have this combination, like say you have like a Gemini 12th house and then you have Mercury in the second. As an example, that would be what this is. So even if you don't have that, this is representing, it's just helping me read the energy. If you felt like there's been like a loss to your possessions or a loss to your money, that combination could be a little bit difficult sometimes when we have that connection, because it could mean that we lose money, literally, like it disappears. It might mean that we're not seeing our bills clearly. As an example, like we're paying all kinds of shit like that we don't even realize that is charging, you know? So there can be like losses or a lack of clarity around finances and possessions with the second house. So this is a person that's coming in there to, and this is like spiritual as AF. AF. Do I sound like a teenager? Okay. No, it's spiritual here at the 12th house. I feel like it's because 12th house connections can be quite spiritual, and they're not nearly as bad as people say. Because I have it with my husband. My Mars is in his 12th, and hello, we've been together almost 19 years. So like, anyone who says that 12th house synastry is bad is full of it. I mean, sometimes maybe there's some issues to it, but yeah, this is like, it can be quite sacrificial. You know, 12th house is a house of sacrifice as well. Maybe if you felt like you've had to sacrifice a lot of your money towards shit that you don't want, this person might be like trying to help you unlock that. So wherever you've been feeling, because you know, you have to bring that 12th house into the second. So you want to think about what are these combinations, you know what I mean? Like dreams of money, as an example, or loss, literally. things like that. Again, maybe if you made money through 12th house ways, 12th house ways could be like spirituality as an example, hospitals, prisons, any such things like that, isolated places or secret places as well. It's like there could be something about that coming through. So yeah, it feels like some sort of clarity, perhaps, hopefully, some choices where you've been maybe feeling like a fog or unclear. This person's unlocking something for you. Tell me more about group number 3's person. Oh, we have the Queen of Wands here. Maybe some of you guys will go get a career reading with me. Astrology reading. I wonder if you're feeling lost. I have them. Okay, because I'm Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, the Tower, and next fated connection. Wow! Okay, again, this is somebody giving you advice where you've been feeling like a mess. If there's been some sort of disruption, this is a person coming in to bring balance. This is somebody coming in to help you in some way. So it may be through word or inspiration. It could be through numerous ways. But I think that there's something that's felt like kind of a mess. And this person's kind of bringing in maybe wise advice or wise help here as well. In terms of going forward. Spirit guides, tell me more about group number 3's next fated connection. Okay, so we have competition, nervousness perhaps, or that feeling of confliction. Yeah, this person's like encouraging. I think this is an encouraging person who's going to help you in your path towards growth in some way. So even if you feel like, by the way, so if you do like come to this reading, you're like, I don't really feel like that. You might in the future. And so this might be why it's like, you know, a fated connection that will happen in the future, and maybe you're not aware of it yet, like the dynamics. But this is, yeah, this is definitely a person that's meant to kind of inspire some sort of growth, some sort of power in you, some sort of stability. This is like sent by your guides, I think, actually, to be honest. I think this person's sent by your guides. Maybe sometimes it's identifying problems you don't even know you have. You know what I mean? We have this Ace of Wands, an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. So this is perhaps inspiring passion. Again, good ideas or opportunities can come via this person. They might have a good idea that they're sharing with you. And maybe you're going to need to take advantage of it. We have the Six of Cups. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. So this is like a very friendly connection. I feel like this is platonic, you guys. I feel like this is platonic. I think this person could be a soulmate, or there might be a past life connection between the two of you. You could be old friends. This could be reconnecting with an old friend. As an example, maybe somebody you haven't seen in a while, perhaps, or talked to in a while for some of you. But this is very sweet energy, very innocent. Do you notice how there are children on the cards? Four of Wands. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. Yeah, this person's bringing in something that will help you take you to a place of peace and contentment. That's such a weird thing. I was just looking at a picture today on my computer when I was in, there's a park in Moscow. Varensovsky, I think it is, and they have this like sort of a circular thing, and you can look out it. And also, I lived in a place that had that too. That's weird. It's just a synchronicity because I was just looking at that picture, and it had the same thing. Huh? Weird. Okay, so maybe this person's going to inspire you to make a move of some kind, or to do something, like to make some sort of stable move. I think that this connection will bring you some sense of like getting connected to your stability. Okay, it's a good connection, whatever this is. I'm glad that the good connections are coming through. We have stand up for yourself and your beliefs, have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. And that's interesting too, because this person might help you to move forward in a way that is more beneficial. I think this person might have good advice for you on kind of how to stand up for yourself, how to live your truth as well, how to make your truth a reality as well. Because some of you might not feel like you're necessarily aligned to who you are. For some of you, not all of you, so don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But it's like they want to help you manage what you need to do. It's like they want to help you achieve is what I get. This person wants to help you achieve something. And it's like they believe in you. For sure. Yeah. And they want to help you get it in a good way, in a cautious way. It's like they want you to kind of have steady growth as well, to alleviate maybe some sort of stress in you. And this is a good one for balance, like I said, and achievement as well. I see growth coming out of this connection. I feel like this could be financial in some way. Like I said, again, it might be financial inspiration, or inspiration that's connected to your finances, but it could also be that this person is somehow a colleague, or turns around in your life to kind of lead you down some sort of path career-wise. So, awesome. I love this. I love this type of reading. You know, that's the kind of person I'd want. I want this pile. But, love it. So I wish you all the very, very best. As I mentioned throughout the reading, you know, if you want personal readings with me, that's on Etsy. Please don't fall for scammers. And likewise with other readers as well. There's a lot of us getting copied, and people are using our name in order to get money off of people on Etsy, through PayPal and WhatsApp and all these bullshit places. Please don't fall for it. And be really cautious whenever you go to buy a reading. Go to, like, try to find the official source. Go to their actual YouTube and see where they do it. You know, email them on the email that they list, not what someone else says. All those things, you know what I mean? Just be extra cautious, because I don't want anyone to get scammed, because it makes me sad to hear people getting scammed and taken advantage of by these jerks. So anyway, I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Comment, like, subscribe, please. Stick around. I'd love to see you guys again in another reading. But otherwise, let's get started on number 4. So, group number 4 here with this orange calcite. Orange calcite group, what's up? What's your next fated connection? So we've had a lot of career kind of connections coming through. I'm kind of curious as to what this one's going to be. Really curious. One second, let me just... I need to re-cleanse a little bit, actually, because I didn't do it off camera between the groups. So I'm just going to... Okay, this reading for... Please let me connect to the next fated connection that they have. Let's connect for group number 4, orange calcite group. Those that were drawn to this group, connect to their next fated connection. What will this connection produce? Ancestry, generations, and DNA. And commit. Interesting. Tell me more about this next fated connection. Abundance and surprise. Interesting. What is the next fated connection for group number 4? Uranus. Okay, Uranus energy. I love it. Something about this is like, this is interesting. So we have like a lot of Uranus energy. We have the 11th house, which is the house of Aquarius, modern rulers, Uranus. And then we have Uranus. So, wow. Okay, so this could be somebody who comes in through friendship, or some sort of group or organization as well, possibly. You might meet this person through friends, or through perhaps like a... There's interesting... It's ancestry is here. You guys might have a generational connection in some way, like, so maybe it's a past life connection for some of you. There might also be getting into, maybe you guys have similar ancestry to this person, or DNA, like maybe your background's very similar. Maybe your ancestors knew each other somehow, or were connected. For some of you, I know it's kind of a weird thing to kind of say, but yeah, this is interesting. So tell me more about who this person is. This next fated connection. Like, who is this person? We have the Empress. This could be a woman that's trying to... Okay, interesting. Empress, 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Who is this person? Well, it could be a feminine person with the Empress. So they might have a lot of feminine qualities. They could be well off or well established. They might be someone that's abundant in their life. So they might be... Ten of Swords. There has to be some sort of heartache here, though, with this person. This might be somebody who's reestablishing you in some way towards happiness. So if you've been going through a difficult time, for some of you, this might be somebody who comes in as a friend that will lift your spirits up. So if you've been feeling kind of lonely, or maybe you've been going through a difficult time, it might be somebody who kind of comes in to help you move forward from something difficult, perhaps as well. And they themselves might have gone through something difficult, so that might be, and what I mean by that would be something supremely hard, you know, like a death, or you know, lost something, something difficult, is what I mean. Like, you know, on the, some of you could meet this person, and this is so specific, this is like one of you, but some of you might meet this person from like a broken down car or something like that. I don't know. Somehow this is a surprise. This person is a surprise. I don't think you're expecting this person to come into your life. I don't think that this is something, this is like maybe something you don't even know you need, like a person you don't even know you need. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. I'm almost like, some of you might be like, oh, this is boring, or I don't need a friend. Yeah, you need this one. This one, yes. We have commitment. So to devote, or pledge yourself to persist, to not give up, or to give in, to choose something fully. This person might be there to kind of inspire you, to help you towards something in your life, to commit to something, to be successful, to be recognized, perhaps, to be popular, to be well established. This is like networking kind of energy as well. This person might be able to network you with the right people. They might be able to help you with something that feels hopeless. So if you need to network yourself, you might find the person, and I would definitely call in your guides to kind of send you the right person, because I feel like this is a connection that's out there right now. This person might have good connections if you need to network yourself. Like, they might know the right buttons to push, like the right people to contact, that sort of thing. Tell me more. Oops, we have too many cards here, sorry. I'm not taking all of those. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What will this person, group number 4's fated connection, bring them? Well, we have 4s, and wow. Some of you might meet somebody through this person in the future. So if this is like coming in as a friend, again, we're kind of getting, perhaps this could be like a love or something like that, possibly. By the way, that starts out as friendship, it might be something along those lines. There's also the sense of alignment, I do feel, with your true abundance as well. So I think somehow this person's helping you break barriers as well that you maybe have felt. The other thing, especially if you've been feeling stuck in patterns as well, it's like sort of a shake-up energy that's going to come in here and like turn things around for you. This person might be somehow, again, connected to your abundance in some way. This person may give you something really impressive or big. I just have to say it for some of you. This might be somebody who really does you a solid. Like, it's going to help you in some way. Like, you're going to end up getting something. And, like, for some of you, it's going to be big. Like, they're going to give you a car or something, or they're going to do something real big for you. They might help you really get attached or in line with a dream, is what I feel. I think this person was sent by an ancestor, by the way. For some of you, I think that's what it is. Some of you, you ever have an ancestor that's trying to hook you two up in some way to bring you towards this connection. 5 of Pentacles, the Wise Counselor. Wow, interesting. So we have Taurus vibes coming through, and the Moon. So definitely feeling very important here, because we have 2 major arcana cards coming out. And we had the Empress over there too. So it says unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. Interesting. So we have that kind of ancestral thing, and then sort of expansive energy as well. So it might be, again, sort of somebody who will open your mind to new methods and ideas that maybe you didn't previously have. And then we have the Moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. let go of fears, revelations that will make everything clear. This person's making things clear in your life in some way where you've been struggling. I think also very intuitive kind of connection. I do feel like strong feminine vibes, to be honest, but it may be masculine for some of you, but this is like blockages. It's like maybe some of you have like, I don't know, this is someone who's going to help you out, is what I get. This person has like some sort of leadership abilities or some sort of ability to kind of help you get past something. I feel like I need a card from here. Anything else about group number 1s? I mean, group number 4 is next fated connection, sorry. Anything else about this next fated connection? Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Wow. That's funny. Family conditioning, perhaps. Ancestral conditioning. Getting in touch with who you are in some way. That would be like the ultimate goal. I'm not saying that they'll come in on the first day they'll do this, but this is what the development would be. This is toward expansion and integration with other people, not feeling stuck. It's like this person's unlocking certain aspects of yourself. We have also, find the lesson, discover the purpose in a situation, trust that you were learning. So that's interesting. Find the lesson, trust that you were learning. Yeah, this person is somehow getting you in touch with the lesson that you've been dealing with. There's like some sort of insight that comes from them. It's like they're going to give you, it's like you have an epiphany, maybe through a conversation or something about yourself. But I think as well this leads to more, I want to see what kind of surprise, like what's the most surprising thing about this next fated connection, because there's a surprise here. So what's the biggest surprise to come out of this connection for group number 4? Why is it so surprising and shocking? Well, friendship and kindness. Something lucky. You're going to get something lucky because of this connection. Like something is moving forward. Something lucky. Something very emotionally happy. This is a happy surprise. This person brings some sort of happy surprise with them. Something that is going to feel very lucky, very, very kind, very generous perhaps as well. This person's going to do something really good for you, is what I feel. And it may not be right away. It's not maybe on the first day, but it's like they're aligning you with something really good. They might be aligning you with abundance in some way. Like I said, this person may get you something like crazy or do something really generous for you, or something that increases. It's a shock, whatever it is that they're bringing in. So, like I said, for some of you, it might be quite big what this person's going to be doing for you. But I do feel like whatever it is, it's like helping you get out of where you feel stuck. And gratitude fell on the floor. Look at that. So whatever it is, it's like you're going to feel gratitude for this situation, for this person. Like it's like maybe it's something you've never. I feel like this is something that maybe you never realized was possible. Like somebody could be like this. It maybe is a surprise from maybe the people you've known in some way. The way that they're generous or giving of their time and energy, or something that they do something really nice for you. So interesting. I love that. If you like this reading, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know and comment, subscribe if you'd like. I'd love to see you guys here for another reading. But otherwise, private readings are all at Etsy. If you want an astrology reading, if you want a tarot reading, that's all on Etsy. Please don't fall for scammers. I don't do WhatsApp and all that crap. PayPal, Venmo, Cashapp, that's only for donations. Unless we have some other agreement, but which would be rare, and you would need to officially speak with me, like through Etsy or something like that, or some means that where you know it's me. So anyway, I hope that this reading finds you blessed. I hope it was helpful. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week ahead, or whatever you're going through at the time you see this. It's timeless. Okay, take care.